Hello everyone, my name is Tushar Garg. I am certified data cloud consultant. So today we will discuss about data source object, data lake object, and data model object. In short form, we are saying them as DSO, DLO, and DMO. So all these three terminology we are using in data cloud, and these are the basic terminology, or these are the basic things which we should know before we start our data cloud. So let me tell you what is DSO, which is data source object. So whenever we are getting the data, or whenever data cloud org capturing the data from any third party system or any other Salesforce org using the connectors. So those data are in raw format, right? Those data is not in a structure format, right? Like these all data are very very unstructured, you can say that. Okay, so we are temporarily store that data somewhere in our system, and that so DSO is basically a temporary storage where the raw data is first saved. Okay, so if I can give you the example, so you can see that here I have one simple example. So think you are running a cloth store. Okay, and in that cloth store some customers are placing orders from website or from Facebook or anywhere. Okay, so that raw data, okay, where we have customer details, customer name, payment info, all these raw data is saved in DSO, okay, in your system. Okay, so in simple way you can say that DSO is something, is a raw data or an structured data which is saved in your system or in your data cloud org. Let me come into the DLO, which is data lake object. So as you know that in DSO we are getting the unstructured data, okay, or a raw data. Now in DLO, after the DSO, the data will store in DLOs, and DLO is something like a structure, is something like a container where we can use, or where we can store the processed or transform data. Okay, or you can say that we can store the clean data after removing all the duplicacy or doing all the corrections and everything. So here also I give one example of online store. So think the data is coming from the online store, like customer information, customer payment, and all. So once that raw data is coming into your Salesforce, so that raw data is coming as a DSOs. After then we will clean that data, like we are removing the duplicates, we are correcting the errors, and after then, after all this cleaning, we will move that data, or we can store that data in DLOs. And simply data in DLO we can see the organized data, use like order histories and everything, and we can analyze, we can reporting on that, and many places we can use that DLOs. Now the last thing is DMO, it's data model object. So data model, like in the world, if you can hear the word properly, data model. So data model means the data is now structured and well organized. So DMOs is something where we can store the organized, or we can say that we can store the structured data, so that any Salesforce user can access that data, any Salesforce user can work on that data, use that data. And it's a something is a complete visual profile of that data which is used by your end user. Okay, so if you can see the example here for the online store. So in online store you want to see a complete profile of each customer, including their order history, shipping details, or any complaint. The demo gather all these information from the DLOs. Okay, and create a virtual customer profile view which show everything about the customer in one place. So basically in DMOs, we will see the whole transaction, or you can see that whole customer histories, like shipping details or payment details, all the customers, uh, complaints, and everything in one place. Or you can see that here in DMOs, we can see the whole customer profile in one view. So these are all the details, or these are all the difference between DSO, DMO, and DLO. So basically, DSO is something is a raw data or unstructured data, which is unuseful. You can say that after that we will use some formulas, and we can use some. We will remove the duplicates, or we can uh, we can we can make it organized. Then that DSO is converted into the DMOs, oh sorry, DLOs. And after then, once DLOs is ready, after that we can gather more one or more DLOs, and we can make that DLOs and make a DMOs. And DMOs is something like a well structured or full data model which is used by your end customer. Like in DMOs, we can see the full profile of customer, where we can see the whole complaints, orders, shippings, everything in DMOs. So this is all about, or this is all about all these three terminologies which we are using in Data Cloud. So thank you so much for joining this lecture. Hope this will help you. So thank you guys.